Did you know it's not automatic, it's manual? And we're not talking about my latest car. No, I'm talking about your life. Yes, I mean your life. Welcome to the Wisdom Inspired Talks podcast. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Yomi Akinpelu, your wisdom coach, speaker, teacher, and author of Blow the Cap Off Your Capability and other books. Today, we're speaking about personal growth and development. So let's dive right in. Personal growth is not automatic. When we are children, growth comes naturally. During that time, we have parents, coaches, teachers to challenge us to develop and grow on a daily basis. So we get used to growth. The problem comes when we get out of school and nobody is pushing us to grow or go any further. If we don't take responsibility, it won't happen. A great breakthrough in your life comes on the day you realize that you can learn anything you need to know in order to accomplish any goal you set for yourself. John Maxwell, in his book, The 15 Laws of Growth, talks about how his investment of $799 in a personal growth plan allowed him to reap a harvest beyond his wildest dreams. He has written over 100 books, spoken to thousands of people, impacted millions of lives, and many more. Why can't that be you? With the right plan and action, it can. You just need to take the first step. The major key to my better future is me, says Jim Rohn. You don't achieve beyond your level of development. Unless you are in a plane, you cannot overcome the law of gravity. Unless you are growing and learning, you are deteriorating or declining. You can greatly alter the course of your life. You can do it. You can change. You can always change because you're not a tree. If you were a tree, you would be stuck. Because if a tree used up all the nourishment around it, it would die because it's stuck. But human beings can change. You can change location. You can move east, north, west, or south. Remember this: breakthrough in your life comes on the day you realize that you can learn anything you need to know in order to accomplish any goal you set for yourself. Do you know income doesn't exceed personal development? You can't give what you don't have, and you don't achieve beyond your level of development. Jim Rohn once said, if someone hands you £1 million, you had better grow quickly so you get to keep the money. Otherwise, sure enough, the money will disappear. Someone once said, if we took all the money in the world from the millionaires and the billionaires and divided it up equally amongst everyone on earth, it will soon end up back again in the same pockets. Isn't that incredible? Therefore, success is something you attract to yourself, not something you pursue. Success is something you attract by the person you have become. Because success is looking for a good place to stay, a good home with a well-developed person. So instead of going after success, work on yourself through personal development. Someone said the biggest room in the world is room for improvement. There is always room for improvement in our lives. So when you're on the job, the key question to ask is not what am I getting, but what am I becoming? Am I growing? Am I developing? You will do much better in the marketplace if you go to work primarily on yourself. To earn an above average income, you need to become an above average person. To be successful in life, learn to work harder on yourself than you do on the job. Because you don't achieve goals, you grow into them. You must sharpen your saw, sharpen yourself by personal development and growth. The cost of growth is always less than the cost of stagnation. Just like the pain of regret is greater than the pain of self-discipline. Personal growth will lead you to success in all areas of life. So grow into the person you have the potential and the capacity to be. Make personal growth and development a daily habit. Sharpen your saw daily. The dream and the destination you have is not the most important thing. The most important thing is the growth you experience on your way to your dream. That is the person you become in the process of achieving your dream. Andy Stanley said, "You will never maximize your potential in any area without coaching. It's impossible," he says. So one of the easiest ways to grow is to learn from mentors, from a coach. The quickest way to get to where you want to go is by finding someone who is already doing what you want to do. It is so important that you connect with someone who is 2 to 10 steps ahead of you. A coach, for example, is someone or something who carries a valued person from where they are to where they want to be. So if you had a coach or you were connected to a coach, you knew you would end up in your desired destination. According to Terry Savelle and John Maxwell, you can never maximize your potential in any area without coaching. Terry Savelle said when she hit rock bottom in 2002, she heard someone say, "God will change your circumstances, that's sure, but He will change you first." And that's when she started to take steps to get out of the rut she was in. And she saw God truly transform her entire life. Whether you are 9 or 90, you should constantly be learning, improving your skills, and staying curious. Growth has to be intentional. So let me ask you, are you reading books? Are you listening to audios? Have you enrolled in a course lately? Who are your mentors? I want to encourage you to never stop learning new things. Your number one job is to grow yourself into the best version of yourself. And your job is the maximum development and utilization of your giftings, passions, and resources. Personal development is self-administered. There will be no one standing over your shoulder telling you what to do and how to do it or when to do it. You alone can give yourself the order or the command to get going, to grow up and develop yourself. Only you can bring about the change you desire. Your mantra must be, if it must be, then it's up to me. This must be your theme song. If you neglect to do what you must do to grow yourself, you will have to live with yourself and the regret. But if you choose to do whatever it takes, you will live with the rewards and the respect and the esteem and admiration you will get from friends and family. You know, self-development and education is really the best form of education. When we develop ourselves and we grow ourselves by feeding on excellent quality books and audio, instead of feeding our mind on TV and mindless social media, we improve our brains, we strengthen it, we improve the connectivity, and the more connections, the better our performance and productivity. The brains of London taxi drivers were studied, and it was found that the area of the brain responsible for spatial reasoning, that is the hippocampus, was significantly larger than that of other people who were not taxi drivers. And this is because the London taxi drivers had to learn the complex street system in London before they could receive their London taxi driver's license. The driving and the learning of these complex streets helped the cabbies exercise and flex their hippocampus, and that area became stronger. The brain can be strengthened and optimized if we choose to grow it and develop it by doing mental push-ups and mental workouts daily. That's by reading, by learning, by listening to excellent audio. Your brain has malleability and muscularity to it. It is pushing yourself by discipline and consistency that will help you develop your brain for success. So, develop yourself, grow yourself into the best version of you. What makes the best is not their genetics, it's their self-discipline. It's not the extent of their gifts, but the strength of their commitment, their discipline, their perseverance and endurance. And that is all for today. Until next time, keep on growing in wisdom and maturity. Blow the cap off your capability. Be unstoppable. Be awesome. I'm cheering you on.